Welcome to the boating adventure. So as you can see, we're just at bridge 25 and this is on the Macclesfield Canal, and we're going to be heading towards bridge 20, which is where we got to last time we paddled the Macclesfield Canal. So come and join us. So we're hoping that there's a window of weather here. We've been sitting in the car waiting for the rain to stop. According to the weather forecast, we've got about 3 hours. It's not very far, this paddle, it's quite a short one. I'm going to come here again in a few weeks' time and go that way towards the town of Bollington. So we're not far from Bollington. So off we go. I've got Steve on the towpath. Doing some filming for me. And I'm going to keep my top camera here running all the time because it's not very far and we can do that in more or less real time. It is Saturday the 5th of July 2025. There's quite a bit of mooring here. We parked in a car park just at the side of bridge 25. And it's just off Whole House Lane, and it was free. We didn't have to pay anything, so as a bonus. So we're just coming up to bridge number 24. and this is the first paddle on my new Paddle UK license. It ran out on the 30th of June and I've had to renew it, and the cost for this coming year was £49, so it's gone up a couple of quid from last year, so it's still less than £1 a week, and that gives me public liability insurance, access to loads of resources, and part of the license fee goes to help keep the canals in good order. So we're just coming up to bridge 23. And just after bridge 23 here, there is a nice winding hole. So if you want to turn your narrowboat, here's the place to do it. I'll have a quick turn round and see where we've come. There's Steve, give us a wave. yeah, it's very still, very, very still. So there's nothing to fight against on the water here. It is very, very calm. So you can get up a fair amount of speed. So we're just coming up to bridge 22. Yeah.
널 바라보며 yeah. 하고 싶은 말 내가 너의 그늘이 돼줄게 언제나 편하게 기대도 돼 네가 원한다면 yeah. 내가 너의 곁에 영원히 옆에서 지켜줄게 언제라도 짙은 어둠이 드리워도 우리가 함께 헤쳐나가다 보면 그 무엇도 우릴 방해할 수 없어 널 위해 난 모든 걸 다 내어줄게 Starstruck 오늘따라 유난히 더 Starstruck 멀게 보이는 저들도 Starstruck 분명 힘들었겠지 널 안아줄게 언제나 너의 곁에 yeah. 네 편이 되어줄게 행복한 날들을 약속할게 너와 난 그렇게 웃어도 돼 하늘을 봐 yeah. 널 보면 미소 짓는 우와. 내가 너만의 빛이 돼줄게 약속할게 짙은 어둠이 드리워도 우리가 함께 헤쳐나가다 보면 그 무엇도 우릴 방해할 수 없어 널 위해 난 모든 걸 다 내어줄게 Star struck 오늘따라 유난히 더 Star struck 밝게 보이는 저별들도 Star struck 분명 힘들었겠지 널 안아줄게 외롭고 지쳐갈 때 넌 내 목소리를 기억해 난 절대 혼자가 아냐 너의 곁
So we're just coming up to bridge 21.
어둠이 드리워도 우리가 함께 헤쳐나가다 보면 그 무엇도 우릴 방해할 수 없어 널 위해는 모든 걸 다 내어줄게 Star struck 오늘따라 유난히 더 Star struck 밝게 보이는 저별들도 Star struck 분명 힘들었겠지 안아줄게
Oh yeah, alright. And we're just seeing bridge 20 coming up. So this is the extent of our journey today, quite quick. It's a little bit unremarkable, this section, but very, very quiet and very enjoyable. The next section that I will be doing, it gets a little bit more industrial and urban as we get towards Bollington and then onto the outskirts of Macclesfield. Whilst I was in Norfolk, I stayed with some friends in Lynn, and Mark is part of a long established family in the fishing industry, and his family still have a boat which they take out onto the wash to do cockling and collecting shrimps and that kind of thing. And so whilst I was there, we went to go and have a look at the boat and the other boats that were moored up, and they were all getting ready to go out to sea to do about 10 to 12 days of fishing. And we also had a look around King's Lynn, which I've not been to since I was about 6. So it's a long time ago. Very pretty town. If you ever get a chance to stop off and have a look, I can recommend it. The architecture of some of the buildings is really remarkable. So I'm going to add that to this video, as it's not a very long paddle. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of my little bit of paddling on the Macclesfield Canal and my look at King's Lynn. I'd like to thank you for your continued support, and as always, do take care.